President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the president-elect of Kenya, William Ruto, over his victory in the just concluded election. In a statement signed by the president's spokesperson, Femi Adesina, the president commended the people of Kenya for the peaceful and transparent outcome of the election, stating that it demonstrates that the democratic process remains the best to select accountable leaders. Now, President Buhari also noted that Nigeria values Kenya as a strategic partner in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism due to the long history of friendship, economic and trade ties through international organizations. The president said he looks forward to more fruitful and robust engagements between Nigeria and Kenya. Let's bring up some more developments now on Kenya. Now, William Ruto has been declared winner of the presidential election conducted in a closely fought poll in Kenya. But few minutes after his announcement, Mr. Ruto promised to work with all leaders in a bid to ease tensions after the outcome sparked a split in the election commission and fears of violence. According to the official results, William Ruto narrowly beat his rival Raila Odinga with 50.5% of the vote, and the announcement was delayed amid scuffles and allegations of vote rigging by Mr. Odinga's campaign. 4 of the 7 members of the Electoral Commission also refused to endorse the results, saying it was opaque. For more on this, we bring in now the head of the delegation, the International Election Mission to Kenya and the U.S. Connected Development, Njoku Emmanuel. Thanks a lot, Mr. Njoku, for joining us at this time. Now, to what extent did the results of the Kenyan election align with your observations?
Yes, frankly, first of all, let me say that the election, just as similar as it is to Nigeria's election, there was electronic transmission of results from polling units. So the declaration that has been made from the inception of the tallying of these votes, we've been observing, we've been following it on our platform with our partners in Kenya, Oshakuzi. And I think that the results that the IEBC chairman has put out there is what has been transmitted. And even from the feelers we are getting on the ground and other situation rooms from other civil society organizations in Kenya, they're doing parallel tabulation. This same result reflects the same outcome that other situation rooms are putting up.
So are you saying now that this, just like the Electoral Commission chairman said, it reflected the will of the people in Kenya?
Yes, exactly. That is what I'm saying. Yes, that's exactly what I am saying. It was a very close election. From the beginning of the tallying, it was very close. It's even more disturbing for us that the deputy IEBC chairman or chairwoman who led that press conference has been the one announcing the results all this while. Even as late as Sunday, she was the one that was still announcing results. So how she wakes up on a Monday and makes a U-turn to say that the results that she's been announcing, that they are opaque and she does not believe in them again. I suspect politics at play in this. And sources have said also that some of these 4 commissioners were recently appointed by the president, Kenyatta Uhuru, and that they are strong allies of the president. So, well, this whole thing is still a developing story. We'll be watching closely to see what the outcome is.
Well, especially as analysts have said, well, some analysts have said that the result of what's been called a keenly contested election also shows the lingering divisions in Kenya at this time. And now that we are in the post-election period, anything could happen. What do you make of that?
So frankly, Kenya over the years have a history of post-election violence. As we speak, in some places in Kenya, like a place called Kibera. Kibera is the biggest slum in Nairobi and probably in Kenya. There are protests going on there. These reasons are because Raila Odinga used to be a parliamentarian representing that area. There are protests going on. But what is key and what has happened in the past elections from 2007, 2013, 2017, the post-election violence always starts when the loser in an election rejects the outcome of the election. And there's something consistent in all of these years that I've mentioned. What is consistent is that Raila Odinga has been the person running against the candidates and has always been the one that rejects the outcome of elections, which leads to violence. So today, at exactly 2 p.m. Kenyan time, which is 4 p.m. Nigerian time, Raila Odinga is going to be giving a press release, going to have a press conference. So, I mean, fingers crossed across Kenya, because if Raila Odinga rejects the results of these polls, I can tell you for free that this will trigger violence across the country. But one thing I'm trusting coming from our pre-election observation is that most of the political actors in this election, all of them had a consensus of some sort that they do not want to experience violence as they've had before. They're barely healed from the violence of the past. So they all agreed that this election will be peaceful. So I'm expecting that based on this, that as Raila Odinga gives the speech at 4 p.m. Nigerian time today, that he will not incite the people. He will not talk from the point of, anger that will cause, problem in Kenya. I'm expecting him to make his followers to understand the need for peace and assuring them that he will go through the court process to get his mandate back if the court makes that happen. And that is the only way I foresee, peace after 4 p.m. today in Kenya.
Emmanuel Onjoko will leave it at that. Many thanks for your analysis of the situation in Kenya post-presidential election. Many thanks again.
Thank you for having me.